Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
Officers, before we get into our first segment, man, what's going on, man? What's going on, officers?
Cap, you already know, since last week, we've still dealing with them rising gas prices. Them gas prices.
We didn't get to go over it last week, though. We had a special guest.
Them gas prices will make you choose between eating and riding. So that's how bad it's getting right now.
That did not sound right.
Wow.
That's all I got to say.
Wow.
You need to watch your mouth. David, what you got?
Hey, all praises, Cap, man. We got all right, China and on Russia is getting real friendly. Yeah. All right, on this week, and then we got inflation, like the officer said, and then we got a lot of other stuff going on in the news.
No, the officer said eating and riding. He didn't say inflation.
I'm sorry, Israel. I tried to clean it up. I tried to clean it up for him. He said,
"Wait a minute." Choose between eating a meal or riding in your car.
Oh, okay. All praises. All praises.
We cleaned it up. We cleaned
We
it
did
up.
not say that. And then Jim Crow Joe is always in the news. Jim Crow Joe is always in the news. Guys.
What he did?
He acting crazy, man, telling lies and
as usual.
telling the world that on the one thing is going to be another when the world is sick of him.
Well, that's his heritage, the lie.
I'm sick of it.
Hey, that is Esau.
Okay.
That is Esau.
All right, man, for the sake of time, I would like to wrap it up with y'all a little bit longer, but we got to get into the first segment. Hey, we got a new segment, Israel.
Hey.
Play the clip. IT.
You gotta love IT.
Wow. IT just show all the screen and all the inner, you know how they do.
When you thought someone was honking their horn.
Y'all ain't gonna play it?
Nah, could you rewind it, please? You're messing up the visuals, please.
When you thought someone was honking their horn.
All right, real quick. This little video right here, this has been floating around Israel, man,
Right.
because what you're gonna realize is that the industry of our people, they know what they're doing. A lot of times when we at camp, they try to make excuses for their sin, but deep down inside, they know exactly what they're doing is wrong, bro.
Right.
Now, I've seen this float around a few times, so I say, you know what, this is a good video for Coon of the Week. Because it shows how destructive our people are.
Right.
Everybody know they're doing wrong, but nobody gonna say nothing about it.
Right.
But when the Israelites speak against the wickedness, we the enemy, we the problem.
Right.
Hey, but play that.
When you thought someone was honking their horn. But it's God coming back.
Oh, trying to get your
I
ass
refuse
right.
to go to hell behind this gay shit.
Now you see that? Hold on, wait a second.
What the hell?
So she was dressed in men's clothing,
Right.
and then she switched it up and put on a dress.
Right.
So
Somebody come and
what is that telling you? Give me that Zephaniah 1:8, man. Zephaniah chapter 1 verse 8, because our people understand. We're spiritual people.
Right.
We are the people of the book.
That's
You understand? We could try to act, what is it called? Like we got amnesia. We could try to act naive and say, I didn't know. But at the end of the day, no. There's no cloak for sin. There's no cloak. There's no excuse. Give me that Zephaniah 1:8.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 1 and verse 8. And it shall come to pass.
Can we get the scripture on the screen, please? Read that.
There you go.
And it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice that I will punish the princes and the king's children and all such as are clothed with strange apparel.
You see that? It says what? Everybody that's clothed in strange apparel, meaning what? Cross-dressing.
Right.
You understand? Is going to be destroyed. And we saw that acted out on what is that called? Facebook. I think it was on Facebook or TikTok or something like that. What you got, officer?
Hey, give me that in Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22, because it's showing the how wicked our people are. Our people think that they can wait till the end times and right before God come and change. You're not going to have that opportunity. Read that.
Jeremiah chapter 4 verse 22.
Read.
For my people is foolish. They have not known me.
God said that his people is foolish. Foolish means they turning away from God's laws. They reject God's laws. Read.
They are sottish children.
Read.
And they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil.
They're wise to do evil. That means that they're gonna do evil thinking that they're wise enough to say I'm gonna change right before God come back. No, that's not gonna work like that. You're gonna be in the midst of destruction trying to wait on changing before God come. This is where we rehearse the righteous act.
Hey, but real quick, hey, we got a few of them. So I didn't know which to decide which was the worst. Go to the next one. What you got? Coon of the week. What else
I
you
didn't
got?
eat, Joe.
Come on, Joe.
Joe, I didn't eat today,
So,
Joe.
hey, somebody help me out.
You know why?
Is this like a comedian
Joe,
or something like that?
I don't know.
I don't know this brother.
Hey, Cap, he was crying, Cap.
Yeah, I seen him, but I'm like, is he like a known comedian?
who
Is he
is this?
famous or something like that?
No, I don't know.
Nah,
who
y'all
that-
don't recognize him? All right, play the clip. Play the clip.
Joe, I didn't eat, Joe. Joe, I didn't eat today, Joe. You know why, Joe? You want to know why? The gas, Joe. I got a car. I got a car, Joe. Look at me, Joe. Joe, my feet is on land.
Damn, his feet is on land.
My feet is on land. I can run into
mercy.
Hey,
I can run into a landmine.
damn.
This is all on you, Joe. I hope you're paying for my funeral, Joe. Now I gotta walk these streets because the gas price is too high. Why are you doing us like this, Joe?
Hey, it is like
no,
it's
I
comical. It's comical. Don't get it twisted. But it showed the mindset of our people, man. What's the one in Psalm 62 and 10? Read me that real quick. Because we depend on our oppressors for everything.
Right.
You understand? But the scripture says, don't be like that, because in these last days, guess what? When it really starts popping off, if we depend on them, that's going to be our death certificate right there.
There you go.
Right.
All right, so we can't be depending in our enemies, the same people put us in shackles.
Right.
All right, I know it's jokes and humor, but hey, our people got to get a grip, and we got to wake up to who we are and who our enemy is, most importantly.
That's right.
Read what you got.
The book of Psalms, chapter 62 and verse 10.
Come on.
Trust not in oppression.
Right, understand that the powers that be, they are causing this inflation. Understand that thing right there. The gas prices is by design. It's not by mistake. Come on.
And become not vain in robbery. If riches increase, set not your heart upon them.
You see that? That's what America did. In today's show, we're going to go over that. That's what so-called black Americans have done. We've gotten used to this American dream, but that's only going to last so far or so long. Because throughout all empires, everybody has that peak. Then it's the decline right after that.
There you go.
All right? You had something, Officer Obadiah?
Yeah, let me get something, man. To show you our people mind is on oppression. They think that the oppressor can help them. Give me that in Lamentation chapter 4, verse 17. We need to wake up, like Cap was just saying, man. We need to wake up as a people and smell the coffee. Go ahead.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 17. As for us, Our eyes as yet failed for our vain help.
Our eyes is fell for vain help. Why is it vain? Because you're looking up to someone who is your enemy.
Right.
How your enemy gonna protect you? How your enemy gonna help you? Those guys, inflation you're hearing about, who you think they're gonna get hit the hardest? We are.
That's right.
That's straight up to you to show you that they're your enemy. Those that have money, they'll be all right. They probably have cars that are running on electric. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really hitting them the way it does to us.
They have private jets.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
F them cars.
We don't.
In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
We watching for a nation, the so-called America, to help you, to save you. No, they can't save you, my brother. They can't save you.
Obviously, did y'all see Don't Look Up?
Yes, sir.
Yes. You remember at the end, the president, she said, we'll be back.
Right.
We're just gonna
pull out.
They took off, bro.
And left the dude back.
Yeah, she left her son, bro.
Right.
Nah, that's America for you right there, man. Real quick, hey, go to the next one. I know we had like 3 or 4 for the second time before we get into today's topic. Go ahead.
So part of the reason, and I think actually one of the main reasons why there's so many upset Democrat black Americans who seem to think that white people need to pay for the crimes of slavery in the past is because of Hollywood. Like, Hollywood has portrayed slavery in a way that is very one-sided. It only demonizes white men, and it shows black people as just being completely innocent in all of it, and never shows the true story. Like, for example, that Cherokee owned 2,500 slaves at their peak. They'll never do stories like that. So Hollywood has definitely gaslighted black America.
Hey,
But the reality
real quick. She's a bad wench. I'm sorry.
Right.
She irritated me. I apologize. I don't know your name. She could be famous. I apologize for not knowing.
Oh, she might be mine too, Cap.
Yeah, she could be Esau. She could be Esau. But I'm gonna ride with the Bible. I don't care what she's talking about. She says Hollywood did this. No, they did it. Not saying that our slavery was not a direct result of sin. Meaning what? Yes, we did wrong.
Right.
The so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans did sin against God. No doubt that we were, given to the hand of our enemies. But give me Zechariah 1:15.
Bring it out.
This is the issue. This is what she don't understand. It wasn't supposed to be like that. Right. And Hollywood is actually telling a watered down story.
There you go.
They're not telling the truth of what really happened, bro.
You're going to learn today.
Go ahead.
Zechariah chapter 1 and verse 15.
Come on.
And I am very sore displeased with the heathen.
The heathen is what? Our slave masters. Right. The people we was given into the hands of because of our sins. Come on.
That are at ease. For I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction.
That's the issue. They went above and beyond.
Right.
They helped forward the affliction to the point where we don't know who we are.
Right.
You understand? We don't even know what color.
Have mercy.
So you mean to tell me that it's Hollywood's fault that they changed the image of Christ from black to white?
Bring it
Right.
out.
Come on now. They didn't even stop with the foolishness. Hey, go back to the clip. Go back to the clip.
Slave trade existed in all countries pretty much at the time. All the main countries participated in the slave trade. Black, white, they were all part of it, and they were all guilty.
Gosh.
For
Who
example,
knows the
at
scripture I
peak
want right
of the
now?
Atlantic
Ezekiel 13.
No, that's not the one. I want Daniel. Daniel 9.
9 and 12.
Right.
Yes, 9 and 12. You bring that one out, Obi. Go ahead.
slave trade.
The book of Daniel, chapter 9 and verse 12. And he hath confirmed his words, which he spake against us, and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil.
You hear that? It says, bring a great evil. What is that great evil that it brought upon us? Slavery. Read on.
For under the whole heaven hath not been done, as hath been done upon Jerusalem.
What it's saying, the things that the Israelite, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American went through, nobody else can ever claim to come even close to what we experiencing. Think about it. What we went through during slavery, what they did to our wives and our young women, even young men, they sleep with them, they rape them, and taking a woman that are pregnant, take the babies out of their womb and kill them.
Right.
The amount of atrocity that we went through, nobody else can attest to that.
Right, and she's trying to say that every nation has faced the same thing. Nope. You've been sadly misinformed. Misinformed.
What's crazy, Cap, is she ain't speaking against honoring the Holocaust. She ain't speaking against how they remember that and
Right. How they make that a big
Yeah.
deal. But when it comes to what is it? 6 million compared to 600 million.
Right.
She doesn't see that. They're overdoing it in Hollywood, but
Right.
the Anne Frank story. Anytime you say something about fake Jews, it's called anti-Semitism, and they bury your career. She's not saying nothing about that because she's part of the problem. She ain't her own people. Now, hey, do me a favor. We have more, but we got to move on. We got to move on. Let's go to the first topic. I want to dive into today's topics. All right, pull that up for me, please, IT. Topic number 1.
Downfall of U.S.
Okay, downfall of U.S. All right. All right, women's stabs date. See what this is talking about.
This is CBSNews.com. Woman stabbed her date in Vegas hotel room as revenge for U.S. killing Iranian military leader, police say.
Uh-oh. Let's see what military leader she talking about. Go ahead. Blow it up, please, IT.
A woman stabbed her date, whom she had met online, in retaliation for the 2020 death of an Iranian military leader killed in an American drone strike, police said. Nika Nikobin, 21, had been charged with attempted murder, battery with a deadly weapon, and burglary. CBS Las Vegas affiliate Class TV reported. Nikobin and the man met online on a dating website. Henderson police wrote in an arrest report. The pair then agreed to meet at Sunset Station Hotel in Las Vegas on March 5th, renting a room together. While in the room, the pair began having sex when Nikobin put a blindfold on the man, police said. Nikobin then turned off the lights, and several minutes later, the man felt a pain in the side of his neck, Class reported. Nikobin reportedly stabbed the man in the neck for revenge against U.S. troops for the killing of Qasem Soleimani in 2020.
Now, check that out. That's a female. They getting gangster like that.
Right. Damn.
You understand? That's a female. She do look a little mannish, but that is a female right there, okay? Now, she's luring men into her hotel room just to kill them for something that America, not that actual man, but his people, they're the same people, right? But just showing you the extremes that they'll go to.
Right.
Now, the thing about it is, a lot of, black Americans, or whatever it may be, you are the Israelites according to the scriptures.
Right.
A lot of y'all are under the impression that when you see, the other nations in the United States of America, you think that everybody's here for peace. Everybody's here to represent their nation, multiculturalism, or whatever you want to call it. But nah, this is really what it is right here. IT, y'all all right? All right, stay in the spirit over there. I saw something.
Yeah.
I saw something over there, IT.
All over there flickering.
All right, stay in the spirit. We got a caller? All right, we'll take the call, man. Hey, keep the time running, though. They hung up. They probably hung up because they saw it, too. They was like, shoot.
Is this pre-recorded?
Hey, they calling back? They hung up again.
Damn, 2 times.
See, Cap, that might be surprising to some people what their sister did because we.
Wait. She's not my sister.
Okay.
Take his point. Take his point.
Hey, for real.
Take his point.
Oh, damn.
That is not Israel.
Yeah, let's go to the next video. Take his point. That is definitely not our sister.
Right.
Read what you got.
Daniel chapter 2 and verse 44.
Come on.
And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed.
Right now, what you're witnessing is the establishment of God's kingdom before the nation's eyes. All right, when you see the so-called blacks and Hispanics, Native Americans across the world begin to wake up to who they are in these last days before these kings, meaning these superpowers, all right, that is the establishment of the kingdom that will last forever.
Right,
That's what he's referring to right here. Read on.
And the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever.
It shall stand forever. I think I wanted 43. Let me hear 43.
Verse 43.
Come on.
And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay,
There it goes. Come on.
they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men.
Meaning what? America would mingle themselves with the other nations on the face of the earth. And that little skit from Key and Peele was showing just that. They're your food truck owners.
Right.
They're your
Gas station.
gas station owners.
On the grocery store.
Grocery store, all of these different places.
Corner store.
Go ahead.
but they shall not cleave one to another.
Meaning what? That plan of having all nations at one point is not going to work. Just like during the Grecian Empire, it didn't work either.
Right.
Okay? So it's showing you what? There's going to come a day when they're going to start activating.
Right.
That's what's going to happen. Message. Before we continue, give me that, what was that, Jeremiah 51. Let's get that one as well. All right, so, hey, we're seeing it happen right before our eyes. What are we talking about? Bible prophecy.
That's right.
All right, this is taking place right now.
Better said.
All right, and like, for example, them coons, they better get their mind right, man.
get it right.
This thing is not a game anymore.
You better read your Bible.
Yeah, read that, 51 and start at verse 13. Watch this.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 51 and verse 13.
Come on.
O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasures, thine end is come.
Right, abundant in treasures. This would have to be who? This would have to be United States of America.
Right.
All right, they're the ones responsible for the current world monetary system, okay? So they're the ones who have all the riches, even though Nixon in the 70s, United States ran out of gold.
Right.
And they said, you know what? We're going to say, forget that. It's no longer backed by gold anymore. We're just going to print this paper money and still gather all the riches.
Right.
All right, read that again.
O thou that dwellest upon many waters,
Come on.
abundant in treasures, thine end is come,
Right, come on.
and the measure of thy covetousness.
Meaning what? Even though the big boom hasn't happened yet, their end is it's already here.
Right.
The decline is already here. Read on.
The Lord of hosts has sworn by himself,
Come on.
saying, surely I will fill thee with men as with caterpillars.
Right. That's why they would not mix. All right. Because what is a characteristic of a caterpillar? He'll destroy something from the inside out.
That's
Right.
Okay. It says he will fill thee with men as with caterpillars. And what do you think they're gonna do to America? Destroy it from the inside out.
right.
Okay. Come on.
And they shall lift up a shout against thee.
Hey, Obadiah, what's the shout? I thought he was gonna say it. You got it, David?
The bombs.
I thought she was finna say Allah Akbar.
Allah.
All right, hey, all right, I got a point.
Allah Akbar.
All right, Elijah, you all right?
No.
Now, hey,
I was
2
mad too.
deductions. That's Obi. No, I mean, hold on, man. I gotta get my deductions. David, that's you.
The bombs.
Obi, that's you. And then this is Elijah. That's you right there.
Allah Akbar.
Bad time.
Okay, you get another point. Hey, read that verse again.
Yes. Damn.
The
Verse-
bombs.
Verse 14.
Go ahead.
Allah Akbar.
Now you want to say it. Pootie.
Hey, who made this?
Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 14.
Come on.
The Lord of hosts has sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill thee with men, as with caterpillars, and they shall lift up a shout against thee.
And they shall lift up a shout against thee. So, hey, understand, hey, that's what we just saw.
That's right.
Invited him to the hotel room, got stabbed up. She said, hey, that's for Soleimani. Right there. Boom.
Akbar.
Dropped the knife on him, walked out the hotel room.
Right.
Wrote Soleimani in blood outside the hotel room door. Soleimani.
Damn.
Respect that.
Cold-blooded.
All right, hey, go to the next. Hey, go to the next one, man. What we got?
This is APnews.com. Iran claims missile barrage near U.S. consulate in Iraq.
There you go. So they dropping missiles on what is that? You said the U.S. what consulate?
Yes,
the
sir.
U.S. consulate in Iraq. Go ahead and read the article.
Iran claimed responsibility Sunday for a missile barrage that struck near a sprawling U.S. consulate complex in northern Iraq, saying it was retaliation for an Israeli strike in Syria that killed 2 members of its Revolutionary Guard earlier this week.
There you go. So they haven't forgot Soleimani and the 2 officers that were killed last week.
Right.
And they did it quick. You understand? Remember, Iran's been plotting on revenge for Soleimani for a long time.
Right.
Hey, I see I caught myself. The
Woman
woman.
of another nation.
See? I said, I ain't say it.
Hey,
The
take
woman.
points from yourself.
No, I ain't commit. I didn't commit to it. No, I didn't commit. No. Not me. No. The woman, she said she couldn't wait 2 years, but hey, it's getting closer because it just happened last week, and they dropped the bomb the other day. They dropped the missile the other day. They said, hey, this is for what Israel did in Syria right here. Boom. What y'all got on that? Who got Samson? Hey, Officer Samson is back on the show,
Samson
man.
is back on the show. He better say it. He better say it.
But yeah, you already know it prophesied in Revelation 18, the 2nd chapter, that this place.
Wait. Revelation 18 in the 2nd chapter.
Revelation 18,
Damn,
the 2nd
that's
verse.
a new Bible.
Oh, okay.
Hey, yeah, that's a new Bible.
Yeah, I got. You know what I'm saying? Get back to
Better say it. Hey, they got 3 chapters.
Go ahead, Officer.
Oh, praise. Let's bring that out right there. Let's see.
The book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 2.
Bring it up.
He cried mightily with a strong voice, saying,
What you said?
Babylon the Great is fallen, is fallen.
Guess what? That Babylon the Great is the United States of America.
Right.
It said it's fallen. It's fallen, Reed.
And is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit.
Who you think those devils are? Who you think those devils are? It's the so-called white man.
Right.
In the other nations, they getting tired of it. They
Right.
get tired of it. That's why they ain't answering their calls or nothing like that.
I'm sick of it.
Read.
And the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
That's it. Read on.
For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her
Guess
fornication.
what? Everybody depend on America. You seen our brother, Joe. He was crying out Joe. And then
That was your brother. You know him.
Hey, he was over
From America's Georgia.
He sounded like somebody from America. Tell you. But no, we got to trust in the Most High God.
Right.
We got to trust in the God.
All praise. Good
right.
to
All
see you
praises.
back on the show. Officer.
That's right.
All praises. Hey, do me a favor. Let's continue for the sake of time. What was that? Nuclear weapon ambitions. Is that the one? Go to the next tab. The next one. Yeah, read that.
This is WNG.com. Iran aims for nuclear weapons is tied to theological ambitions.
Hey, do me a favor. Can you type in IT theology? Because a lot of people may not really understand what this is saying.
Right.
So put the title up again. I want you to read that and then pull up the definition for theology. Okay? Because I was like, whoo, I don't think people really understand that. When we saying that this is Bible prophecy, we're not playing around.
Right.
This thing is of the Lord.
Right.
Understand.
Put the title up.
Mastermind.
Put the
It's
title.
say don't. You said don't last
Don't
week.
put the title up.
Y'all better not put that title up.
Don't do it.
You better don't.
You might get demoted.
All right, read that.
WNG.com. Iran's aim for nuclear weapons is tied to theological ambitions.
Right, theological ambitions. Put up the definition of theology, please. Theology, make it big so we can read it. All right, read that.
Theology, the study of the nature of God and religious belief.
Wait a second. So their religion, this is their religion. Now go back to the article. Go back to the article real quick. Come on. Read that again.
Iran's aim for nuclear weapons is tied to theological ambitions.
So their dedication to their God is to blow stuff up.
Right.
That's what you gotta. That's what I get when I read that. That's exactly what that means right there.
Right.
They want to get the nuclear weapon so bad
Just to do what
for
they-
theological purposes,
Right.
because that's what we were created to do.
Right.
And guess
Figure it
what?
out.
That's what God says too.
That's it.
That is what they were created to do.
Right.
Scroll down in that article. I'll tell you when to stop. Come on. Stop right here. All right, read that.
As the United States and Europe secularize, there is a concern that our lawmakers may not pay significant enough attention to the strong religious commitment and distinct religious worldview of Iran.
Go ahead.
With Allah as the goal and Islam as the sole foundation, it is too naive for Western lawmakers to think that Iran approaches any political deal without a strong theological devotion.
Come on.
When Iran identifies the United States as the great Satan,
You see that? They identify the United States as the devil on earth.
Right.
And boy, are they accurate.
Right.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
when Iran identifies the United States as the great Satan and vows to erase Israel from the map,
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Wow.
It says they vow.
Wait a
They
minute.
dedicate their lives to erase,
Right.
eradicate Israel off the map.
That's
Didn't
right.
Bishop Nathaniel just come on the show last week?
Right.
Right.
Let's go back. 2nd Ezra 15, man. Come on, man.
Y'all all right?
Hey, man, hey,
you
Bishop.
all right?
I thought he was on the
Bishop,
show.
y'all was
Nah, but I hope y'all see that thing, man. 2nd Ezra chapter 15, I want verse 29 on down. Come on.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 29.
Read.
Where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth.
Come on.
That all they which hear them may fear and tremble.
They're going to fear and tremble. Why? Because guess what? Ezekiel 28:2. Come right back. Watch this. This is why they're going to fear. They're going to fear. It's not because they're naive.
Right.
Why do you think they don't want them to get nuclear weapons? Why do you think America and Israel don't want them to get nuclear weapons? Because they know what they're going to do with them.
Right. What's up?
Read that, man.
Ezekiel chapter 28 and verse 2.
Come on.
Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Lord God, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am God.
Come on.
I sit in the seat of God, in the midst of the seas.
That's America right there. That understanding right there, that's America. They're the mighty nation that sits upon all the other nations. Come on.
Yet thou art a man, and not God.
Read.
Though thou set thine heart as the heart of God.
Read.
Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel.
There it is. They're wiser than Daniel. Meaning what? Didn't Daniel have the ability to interpret dreams?
Right.
He was a prophet.
Right.
You understand? So guess what? If they're wiser than Daniel, they understand what's going to befall them in the last days.
That's right.
That's what you got to understand. That's what you got to understand. Now go back to 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 30. Pick up right there.
2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 30.
Come on.
Also the Carmanians, raging in wrath,
That's the Iranians. Read.
shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come, and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians.
Right. Deacon Adon, Deacon Malachi just went over this, talking about the history in 2 Kings 17 on how the Assyrians took over Israel. You understand?
Yeah.
So they did the same exact thing. They took over Israel, and they are not the people. So it's telling you what? That the spirit is going to be on the Iranians to do exactly what they are devoted to doing and pleasing our law, and that's vowing to destroy Israel off the face of the map.
That's right.
Would you look at that? Let's give the Most High a round of applause.
Praise to the
That's a
Most
beautiful
High.
thing right there, man.
You better say it.
That's excellent, man.
Right.
Hey, let's go to the next article. I see our time is almost up. We got to get through the show today. That's my goal today. What you got, IT?
According to U.S. media reports, the leaders of Saudi Arabia and the UAE are not answering Biden's calls.
Uh-oh.
Damn.
When did that happen? We don't have a specific date, but reports say in the last few weeks, the White House tried to arrange two calls, one with Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, the second with the UAE Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. Both men, the Saudi and the Emirati, refused to take the call. But do you know what's even more humiliating? Both of these leaders spoke to Vladimir Putin. What does the snub reveal? A trust deficit.
Right, a trust deficit. It say both of them spoke to Vladimir Putin, but Saudi, Saudi has been dealing with America since like the 1930s.
Right.
You understand? Because of the trade. Now it's saying that Saudi Arabia, they're starting to pull away from America. This is bad. You know why? Because remember we read 2nd Ezra. Well, it's not bad for us.
Right.
That means our deliverance is coming.
That's right.
Bad for them.
That's right.
Now, 2nd Ezra 15 and 29, we read that the nations are the dragons of Arabia, meaning what? There's a lot of nations over there. And guess what? Saudi Arabia is one of them.
Right.
Right now, they are Islamic State, but they're like sovereign. They're not with everybody else.
Right.
But what do we see? We see them pulling away from the United States of America. This is going to change the narrative on a lot of things. Hey, real quick, go back. Real quick. Stop the horn, go back.
Let's go.
Gosh.
Long ass horn.
I want the topic box. Come on, man. Help me out here.
Topic box.
Topic box. Come on.
Let's go.
Arabia and Russia. Is that what I want? Or remove US dollar. Did we go through everything?
No.
Go to Arabia and Russia. Do that one.
This is oilprice.com.
Go ahead.
Saudi Arabia reaffirms commitment to Russia despite war in Ukraine.
Go ahead.
Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman reiterated last week his country's commitment to the OPEC Plus agreement, working alongside the agreement's other key partner, Russia, despite the ongoing Russian invasion of Ukraine. MBS sought to couch this extraordinary reassertion of his country's alliance with Russia in terms of the kingdom's keenness on the stability and balance of oil markets. However, this idea was quickly undetermined by the announcement of that ongoing modest rise of 400,000 barrels per day in collective output seen over the past few months. Will continue.
Right. So when it comes to Saudi Arabia's position with America, or their stance with America, excuse me, they're not for it. They're not, because not deep down, all nations on the face of the earth know exactly what America and NATO did.
Right.
You understand? America, they like to paint the narrative as if Putin's the bad guy. They're all the devil. You understand? There's no degree. But they're all the devil. But everybody sat back and watched what they've been doing since late 1940s.
Right.
They've been watching them add another country this year, this decade, another country this decade, until they got close to Russia's borders.
Right.
And then he had to act. He had to do something. So the way that Biden, Jim Crow Joe, is pushing it is making it look like he said earlier this week that Putin was a prisoner, what do you call it, war criminal. Called him a war criminal. No, nobody's really buying that except the West. Right. Everybody else sees America for who they really are.
Right.
They're bumming everybody.
Huh?
They're bumming everybody.
Exactly. They see it for who they truly are. So the nations are pulling away from America. That's what we're seeing.
Right.
Habakkuk 2, before we go into topic 2, all right? I want Habakkuk 2 and 6, and then we'll jump into topic 2.
The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 6.
Come on.
Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his?
Right. It says all of these nations, all right, one by one, it says that they're going to say a taunting proverb against thee. That thee is America. All right. Now, we're going to jump into it, dive into it. You got Russia. You got China. You got Saudi Arabia not messing with them like that. Iran's getting bold, claiming, hey, we did this. We got no problem with it because of your buddy Israel over there. Right. You understand? Right. That's what's happening one by one. Hey, y'all got anything before we go to topic 2?
Let me go ahead.
What I'll say, it's funny how, like you were saying, they try to portray. Of course, they're all the devil, but they giving you a view of Russia as the devil, not knowing that Ukraine is doing a lot of evil things to our own people down there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then if you do further research, you find out that during World War II, Ukraine was also working with Russia, with Germany, the Nexus, killing people. So if you would have said that you anti Nexus, you would have be the one saying that, hey, there's nothing good can come out of Ukraine. But guess what? That's not the agenda. The agenda, they know if Russia step up, it's automatically a threat for America because America will no longer be superpower.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us a spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road. Purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.